Good morning campers, pinch punch, first of the month and all that malarkey. It is the 1st of May, bank holiday Monday here in the UK, so what better way to spend the bank holiday than to come down with the family down the caravan. And yesterday I was going to come out and do a little bit of a walk, coastal walk with you, because sadly I haven't been able to get and do camping this weekend, any wild camping, so I wanted to create some content for you. I woke up yesterday morning at about 5 o'clock and outside the caravan it was like pea soup. It wasn't great weather at all, so I thought I'd save it till today. Luckily for me, the weather is good this morning. So it's currently the 1st of May 2023. It is 5:30 in the morning and I've got up for a little coastal walk. I thought I'd get up nice and early, like a nutter, and see if I can catch a sunrise for you. And I've just parked up at TREVOSE National Trust car park, and I'm going to head down to Mother Ivy's Bay, head up to the lighthouse at the top of the hill, over to Boobys Bay, Constantine, and let's just see where it goes, shall we? Look at that, mate. Hey? Freaking fantastic, isn't it? So the plan of action, mate, was to head on down to Mother Ivy's Bay, which is one of my bestest, favouriteest beaches in the world. Sit on the beach, put a time lapse up, watch the sunrise, have a cup of coffee. But I don't really think there's going to be much of a sunrise today. It's looking still a little bit cloudy like, you know. So I have a little slurp of coffee, got off Mother Ivy's Bay, and now we're going to head up towards the lighthouse. I think it's called Pentire Lighthouse. You know what I'm like, mate, I'm crap with names. I am trying, honest. So we're going to head up towards the lighthouse, and on the way we're going to pass a house that was built in 1936, and it was owned by Rick Stein's dad, his mum and dad. It was their family home for quite a few years, and in 1972, I think it was, when Rick Stein was 17 years of age, his dad sadly took his own life. I think he suffered a bit from mental health issues, and he jumped off one of the cliffs here on this coastal line. But his house, it stands out, it's still here today, and we're going to head on up to there now. and there she is. As you can see, there's not many houses here. You've got the lifeboat station down there. Panning around now to Mother Ivy's, where we've just come from. But as you can see, this house, once owned by Rick Stein's family, it's quite distinctive on top of the cliff tops. So when you're this way, walk on past and check it out. There it is. What a beautiful place to have a house. Right, back on the footpath. So we're trekking on up now to Dina's Head. Didn't even know there was such a place, but on that sign back there it says there is. On the way up there we're going to take a detour, head on out. There's a big mound of rocks here, so we're going to go and check that out, see what that's all about. But can I just say, guys, if you are new to the channel and you've seen a couple of my videos, or you've just seen this one and you like it, please consider liking and subscribing, and also perhaps buy me a 0% beer. I've put a link in the comments below, and like I say, I'm not here to make a fortune, but I have got a few things planned for this channel, and it requires a little bit of help, you know, financially. So if you fancy buying me a beer, that money will go towards a new camera. I want to get a GoPro 11 if I can. Look at this a minute, hold on. That's the point. I want to get a GoPro 11 if I can, and I also want to get a Rode wireless microphone. So all of those things don't come cheap. It will make my quality of content better, and you would be helping me to grow this channel. So I'm doing like a little, not begging, you know what I mean, I'm not begging, but I'm just, every extra helps. Isn't that what Tesco say? And what I will do is, anybody that buys me a 0% beer, I will give them a shout out on the next episode. If you've got a channel, I will watch your channel and tell you what I think. Look at this, guys, look at all this, the gorse. It's all out in bud. You can eat this shit apparently. It tastes like coconut, it's good for you. I'm going to stick to my coffee this morning. So as you can see, mate, we're now on the headland, and behind me, just there, like a little white nipple, is the lighthouse that I was telling you about. I'm pretty sure it's called Pentire Lighthouse, but you can't actually get that close to it, but I'm sure there's going to be some signposts in a minute telling us about exactly where we are. Hopefully you can hear me all right still. It is quite blowy up here, and that's, like I say, that's the reason why I want to get one of those Rode wireless headphones, so it cuts out all the noise, because I am still using a mobile phone to record this. Just goes to show, guys, that you know, you don't have to buy all the modern technology straight away. Get started with your mobile phone. It can be done. You know, don't wait to get all the technology, just get out there and get your channel started if you're up to this. And not only that, mate, just get up in the morning. People say to me, get up at 5 o'clock to go out for a walk on the coastal path. Fucking weirdo. Oh, mate. Be a trendsetter, not a follower. And you can see all this sort of beauty first thing in the morning to yourself while everybody's in bed. go. Here they go. Come on guys, move over then. Out the way. Sheep I'm not bothered about. Cows freaking me out a little bit, but you can see they're all herding up there. A little bit cautious of me. Look at that there. What a beautiful sight. Sheep in the morning with a big cloud in the background. Big fluffy cloud. Come on guys, out the way. I ain't got no dinner for you this morning. Come on. Other way, mate. See? Done and dusted. Brrr. They call me the sheep whisperer. There she is. There's the lighthouse. Imagine having that as a house. That would be a pretty awesome thing, wouldn't it? I don't know how difficult it would be to sort your bedroom out though, a round bed. But as we reach the point, look at this. Ready? You ready? Ready for the anticlimax? May already, and look how blue that sea is, but look how dangerous it is, eh? Anyway, we're going to carry on down these steps, because if I don't have my eye on the game, it could be dangerous in themselves. That away. So in the distance, just over there, is Constantine, and that is where we're going to be heading to now. The little frothed out beach before that is Boobys Bay. There is a reason why it's called Boobys Bay, and it's not because women go there in the summer and get their boobies out. It is because of the bird. There's a booby bird, I think it is. I think that's the reason why it's called Boobys Bay. I don't know what a boobies bird looks like. And I am, again, talking about the feathered variety. If I can find a picture, I'll put it up on the screen now. If not, you're just looking at a nice landscape. One bit of exciting news I've got to tell you as well is I'm not going that way because that's too close to the cliff tops and I don't like heights. We're going past this, there's a giant blowhole here now, and people fly their drones and stuff down there, and I ain't getting close to it because I don't like it, but I'm gonna just see if I can get a little bit close to it for you and show you. Look at that. Anyway, that's as close as you get into it, I'm afraid, because I don't like heights and I'm not frightened to share that with you. And that's the thing, when you're doing the coastal path at times, you get a hell of a close to that cliff top, and on a windy day you have got to be quite careful, because the last thing you want is to be blown off on a cliff top. Anyway, so that isn't where I was coming from. What I was going to share with you is I am on week 2 of my fasting. I'm not going to call it diet because it's a change of lifestyle, to be honest with you, but I've now started doing fasting. There's only a certain amount of hours in the day that I eat. I am on the 16-18 plan. So basically I can't eat anything. It's 6:30 here now, and I can't eat anything until 12 o'clock lunchtime. I actually think I'm on the wrong side of the fence here. I should be on that side of the fence, but hey ho, we're having fun. Yeah, so I can't have anything to eat till lunchtime, and then I can eat from 12 o'clock up to 8 o'clock in the evening, and then I fast from 8 o'clock in the evening to obviously till 12 o'clock. So this is my second week. I haven't weighed myself so far this week, but I'm already fitting into my clothes better. And as you can see, you're going to put in the comments now, by Joe Mark, you look skinny. No, I lost 2.5 kilos last week. So it's not all about losing weight, mate. It's all about feeling good in yourself and feeling mentally and physically fit and just feeling a lot better about yourself. So trying to look after myself so I can feel better to get up and go for a walk with you in the mornings and see all this beautiful stuff. Do you know what I mean? So quite excited, to be honest with you. Have you ever done this fasting plan? Put in the comments below. Tell me how you get on. This is an absolute beautiful spot here. I don't know if you can see the beautiful colours in and around this bit here, but the greens of the seaweed, in the distance you've got Constantine, the sand, the greys, oranges, pinks. I'm beginning to sound like a bit of an artist, and I like as if I know what I'm talking about, but I'm not. I just appreciate nature, mate, and how amazing would it be to have that house just there and wake up to this every single morning. Put it on your bucket list, mate. Right, so we've been at Dinner's Head or Dinner's Head or Dina's Head. Now we're heading off to Constantine and Treyarnon, which is that away, past that lovely great big houselet. So I got here this morning at about 5:30 for the sunset at 4 minutes to 6. Sorry, sunrise, which never really happened. And it is now, I think, 6:45. I've passed 2 people, a dog walker and a runner. And this whole little loop that I've just done, which would normally take about 15 minutes, if you can do your maths, it's taken me about an hour. And I wanted to walk so far with you today, but I don't think I'm going to get as far as I wanted to, because I'm going to run out of camera battery, because I can't stop filming. I'm one of these people that whenever I walk, I want to share everything with you. So I'm trying to do my best to share as much as I possibly can with you to make this episode a little bit inspiring and cheer you up. Problem is, I just talk too much. Do I talk too much? If I talk too much, put in the comments below and I'll try and pipe down a little bit. But I've just finished off my cup of coffee. And for those of you that are asking, you know, how can you be fasting and drinking coffee? I thought you was only allowed to drink water. Nah, mate, nah. You can drink coffee and you can drink tea, but you're not allowed to add milk to it. So it's black coffee all the way for me. And I like that black coffee hit first thing in the morning. So we are coming up to Boobys Bay. Boobies. You said boobies. We're coming up to Boobys Bay now. It's not a very, very big bay. It's kind of like mainly all, I don't know if you can see. No, you can. I'll flip the camera around in a minute. It's mainly all like rocks and shit, to be honest with you. But when the tide's out, it's really quite nice. But when the tide's in, it's a red beach, red flag beach all the time. I'll just show you in a minute. There we are, there's Boobys Bay, leading into that. So the surf's not too bad this morning, a little bit washed up, but I haven't seen any surfers out there yet, but they will be there, I promise you. So I was sat in the caravan last night talking to Nikki, and I suddenly realised that in May I am not working a Monday at all in May. Obviously today's Monday, so I'm not working today. Next Monday is the King's coronation. The following week, I think it's, I'm not very good with dates, I've got a week off in May, and then the last weekend we got another bank holiday. So I'm not working any Mondays in May, so I have got a spare bit of time. Now, as being a family man, like I know a lot of you are, or a family lady, don't want to be sexist and all that, in the summer, time is precious. So I want to try and get out and do some stuff, and I've got lots and lots of plans for this channel, but obviously you're going to have to understand that I'm a dad as well, so I've got to spend time with the family. So I'd like to get out wild camping every weekend if I can, but it ain't going to happen. So I'm going to be going out doing some walks in the woods, in the coastal path. There's matey, look. See him? Cut the grass. Hello, mate. I'm going to be trying to spread it about a bit, do a bit of coastal walking, do a bit of woodland walking on the moors. I'm going to try and make this channel so I'm doing quite a bit of stuff. But one thing that I want to do, I've been offered out on a camp with Stu and Pat. One thing I want to try and do, guys, is I want to get out and do a solo camp. It's so vitally important for mental health that I get out and do a solo camp. So I need to do it, mate. I need to do it. I need to get out and do a solo camp. I'm a little bit anxious about it, to be honest with you, because I've not been out and done a solo camp before, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. Just, it raises my anxiety. I don't know why. I really don't. Nothing's going to hurt me. Nothing's going to happen. But I think that's going to be my next wild camp. Could be next weekend. Could be the weekend after. It may be a month. I don't know. But I want to get out there and do a wild camp. So if there's any tips out there, guys, for people that was a bit anxious to do a solo camp and they've got any advice for me, drop it in the comments. Really appreciated. So we have arrived at Constantine Bay. Here we are, look. It's going to be a bit of a change of scenery now, and we're going to get down and Constantine Bay. We're going to get down and walk across the beach. Constantine, good little surfing beach this one. Quite surprised there's nobody in the water this morning, to be honest with you. It's one of those beaches in the summer that whether there's no surf or loads of surf, there's always somebody in the water. But I suppose it is off season, but it's not great. It's not great surf this morning. But yeah, you've always got surfers in the water down here, and weaver fish. It's a notoriously bad beach for getting stung by the weaver fish on the tide going out. Both of my boys got stung a couple of years ago, and wow, look at that. Hold on, can't look at it because I'm not pointing at it. Hold on. It looked like a whale coming out of the water, but it's a massive, great big tree branch that's been washed up. Oh my God, I've never seen that before. Or has it just always been there and I've never noticed it? Look at that! Does it look like a whale? Wow. It does actually look like it's been there for some time. But I suppose when the beach is just full of tourists, you never notice it. Look at that. Anyway, as I was saying, last year, I'm sure it was last year, came down here, Zach and Ethan both got stung by a weaver fish on the low tide here at Constantine. And it's not true what people say, that if you stand on a weaver fish, you've got a wee on it. It is quite simply, put your foot in as hot, boiling water as you possibly can withstand for about 10 minutes, 15 minutes to get the poison out of it. And I'm going to now attempt to run over this. Ready? We've done it. Over a little streamlet. Yeah, put your foot in as hot a water as you can possibly stand and get the poison out as soon as possible, and within about half an hour your foot will be as good as new. But I'm really surprised there's nobody on the beach at all this morning. I've got the whole beach to myself. Very rare occurrence on Constantine. Beach calf, not today. Can you see that? We're going along the coastal path to Porthcoffin Beach. But before we get to Porthcoffin, it's Treyarnon, and I think that's where we're going to go. Sit down, take in this beautiful scenery before turning around and walking back, I think, because I have got to get back at reasonable time this morning, because I think me and the kiddie winks and the missus are off exploring, so we'll see how we're doing for time. Over the years there's been various benches built, and people have passed away and their names have been put on these benches in memory of the Spencer family of Stratford upon Avon. What a beautiful place to sit and remember your family. I think you'll agree. I don't know what you'd have to do about having a bench put out here. I really don't know. Here we are, look. Loving memory of George Stock, in loving memory of Violet Stock, 7th of April 1921 to January 2009. What have we got here? In loving memory of John Buckingham, who loved Cornwall and especially the view of this sea. 27th of July 1944 to the 10th of September 2001. Oh, look at this one. Out of old wood, this one. The old tree of Treyarnon House in loving memory of Geoffrey Bennett, 1940 to 2013. So as you can see, you know, lots of people put benches here. This one here, it's looking a little bit like on the edge. Do you know what I mean, mate? Look, it's seen better days. How long's this one been here for? Susan Roberts, 1950 to 1994. I wouldn't want to be sitting on that one, but you know, in loving memory of all of those people, and just look at that. Absolutely fantastic. So we're entering into Treyarnon Bay now. If ever you're down here, mate, check out that place there. It is the YHA at Treyarnon. Let me just zoom in if I can. They do some absolute cracking food. They've got yurts there, so you can go and stay in a yurt, or you can spend the night in the youth hostel. And they do some cracking food. Drinks are quite cheap, and you get to sit out on the veranda and get a chance to look at that amazing view. So that's the YMCA Treyarnon. Some awesome burgers. They do a nice mixed bean veggie burger in there. It's one of my favourite places to come to on a Saturday, Sunday afternoon, off peak. And just come in here and sit, enjoy the sun when we get some down here in Cornwall, and have a pint and just look at the views. There she blows. The Coast Guard Lifeguard Station at Treyarnon. So mate, destination complete. We are now at Treyarnon Bay. I'm going to head on down to the water here a minute and just show you the sea. If you've never seen the sea before here in Cornwall, I want to see how clean it is. There is a reason why I want to go down to the sea, because I don't want to get really political here now, but as we all know, the government are kind of like screwing everything up here in the UK at the moment, and well, the last 13 years to be honest with you. But like I said, I ain't going to get political. What's really annoying me at the moment, as a 45-year-old who's grown up in Cornwall for 43 years, I have seen the sea with sewage in it. I've seen it with plastics and rubbish, and it's not nice. I've swam in the sea and you've had turds floating beside you. Look, I'm sorry if you're eating your breakfast now, I don't mean to put you off, but once upon a time the sea here in the UK was pretty disgusting. For the last 5 years I've been promoting it and bigging it up to my mates, saying I cannot believe how blue and amazing it looks. And recently South West Water and lots of other authorities have been pumping millions of gallons of sewage back into the sea, whilst the top wigs, the top bosses, are making millions of pounds of profit. It ain't right, guys, it ain't right. And lots of people down in Cornwall have been saying that there's been ridiculous amounts of sewage in the sea. They've seen turds popping up on the shores again, and thankfully I haven't experienced that yet, and I don't want to, because how sad would it be if that was ruined? So I'm just coming down to check the water and to see what it's looking like. It's not looking too bad at the minute, guys. I just want to take a minute to just turn the camera around and show you that. Wake up, guys. Totally wake up. Take your rubbish home when you come to Cornwall. We want to keep this coastal line looking clean and free of rubbish. Water companies, government, wake up. Stop pumping shit into the sea. We want it to remain crystal clean and clear. Like that. Anyway, that's me done with the political BS. Just annoys me, do you know what I mean? I mean, I've got 2 kids. They love going in the water. I don't want them to be in the sea seeing turds floating past them like I used to experience. I want them to come down to the beach and not be in any danger from bacteria and shit being in the sea. Anyway, that's my destination achieved. Like I say, I'm at Treyarnon. I've done a few bays for you here this morning, guys. I'm going to head on back to the car. I've only got like 21% left on my phone because I've been talking for so long. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please put in the comments below. Tell me if you want to see some more of this sort of walks along the Cornish beaches in the mornings. If you don't, tell me as well. Like I said, I have got some camping coming up very, very soon. I'm going to get that solo camp smashed, not trashed. If you did enjoy this video and you would like to contribute and help me out, there's a link in the comments, in the show notes. Buy me a coffee, buy me a beer, whatever it's going to be, I don't know. But if you do contribute and leave me a donation, it will be greatly accepted. I will give you a shout out on the next video. And peace and love to one and all. Have a great weekend, and until next time, stay safe, stay classy, look after yourselves.